my goodness, the end of that song came much quicker than I anticipated, but I'm here, I'm back, baby. This is the Woe Pony podcast with Grace Clark here with you just for a few more minutes, actually. And today's topic of the week is school scandals. Escándalos en la escuela. Without further ado, let's move on to some more stories before I end my show. So the next one says, when I was a junior, our AV teacher... I don't know what that is. I'm going to assume this is an American school. We'll move on. Our AV teacher, who was married at the time, had an affair with one of his students, who was the babysitter for his 3 kids. His wife was also pregnant with their 4th child at the time, and she was skeptical about his relationship with the student, so she hired a private investigator and found out about the affair that way. She then kicked him out of the house, and while word did get around, most of us thought it was just a rumour, until he chaperoned our prom and rented a hotel room there for him and the student to share. This time the school investigated, and as they prepared to arrest him for his illegal relationship with a minor, he ran. No one, not even his wife, could find him until a few days later. He was arrested, bailed out, and never allowed to teach again. But he divorced his wife and married the student, and they now have a child together. Well, that was an absolute roller coaster. We've got everything here. We've got affairs. We've got school drama, we've got the police, we've got a private investigator. I tell you what, we couldn't have started part 2 off better, really, could we? Next one, oh my goodness, the start of this is not very good. A girl died of hypothermia in our school parking lot one night, and since the drama kids were known for pranking the school with a mannequin, everyone assumed that's what it was, and they walked right past her dead body. It wasn't until the janitor went to collect the mannequin that she was discovered. Oh, gosh. Apparently, the night before, she had gotten drunk and tried to drive home, but she crashed into a lamp pole. She managed to get out of the car and go to the back door of the gymnasium for shelter, but because it got so cold at night there, she succumbed to hypothermia. Well, I didn't quite realise how shocking that one was going to be. That is like something out of a horror film. A Scandinavian horror drama. In fact, I'm convinced that is actually the storyline of some sort of Scandi indie kind of drama series, 3-part drama. It's available on Netflix now. And the next one says, at my school, one of the deans physically assaulted a student and the student fought back. The dean ended up losing an eye and never came back to school. He lost an eye. What did he do? What did they do? Oh my gosh. Did he just whack out a quick spoon and just scoop? Oh my gosh. Sounds messy. And I love it. The rabbi at my Hebrew school, who had been married for over 30 years and had 3 kids, had an affair with the school principal. The temple found out, and not only were they sleeping together, they had been using the tuition money to go on secret rendezvous in tropical locations. As a result, the temple couldn't pay its bills and it had to shut down. Both the rabbi and his girlfriend were arrested, and all the kids who were supposed to get bar mitzvahed had to find new temples. Oh my goodness me, what a Jewish scandal! Wow. Oh, it's juicy, isn't it? Oh. Okay, the next one's actually a tweet, and it's from someone that says, 2 art teachers were fighting over the kiln. And so teacher A showed nude photos of teacher B to an entire class on the overhead projector, and the school fired teacher B because they said her credibility as a teacher was destroyed by the students seeing her nudes. Teacher A got off scot-free. Over a kiln? What in the art class, what in the Bob Ross is going on here? What? Oh my goodness me. Over a kiln. That is shocking behaviour from I tell you what, these teachers are worse than some of the students, tell you that for free. Oh, I've got a friend that will enjoy this next one, and I know that they're listening. One day, a fire alarm broke, resulting in it going off every 30 minutes or so. About a week later, the fire alarm went off again, and my teacher wouldn't let us leave the classroom. The alarm just kept going as our teacher continued with his lesson. Finally, a very angry firefighter came charging into our classroom, yelling at us to get out. Turns out the school actually was on fire this time, and our maths teacher had forced us to stay in a burning building. Oh dear! That's not very good, is it? Okay, next one. It's another tweet. It says, 2 mums left their husbands for each other and moved to the Caribbean. Well, good for them. Off you pop. You do you. And I bet they're living their best life. Okay, couple more and then I want to go. I'm going to go. In middle school, the school forced us to give our phones to the vice principal and they would stay there locked during the day. They all got stolen. Around 120 smartphones. They all got stolen. That's either a very clever vice principal, another teacher on a scam, or some other very clever sausage has decided to steal them all. Not good. Not great. Turned out the baseball field was an old, uncleared graveyard, and we only found out after it rained really hard for a few days. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. The class after me released thousands of crickets into the school as their senior prank. It cost the school over $100,000 to get rid of them. Where on earth did they get thousands of crickets from? That's my question. Where did they get thousands of crickets from? Well, you know, who am I to judge? And I think on that note, thank you very much for joining me today on this wonderful evening on a day that's snowing, raining, sleeting, hailing, gosh knows what's happening. But thank you for joining me here on the Woe Pony podcast today. I have been Grace Clark, and in fact always am Grace Clark. I hope you enjoyed those stories today. Follow us on the socials at Woe Pony Podcast and at Grace and Megan Clark, and I shall see you next week with more trouble, chaos, drama, escándalo, and enjoy the rest of your weeks. Night, Mum.